Children, the future of tomorrow. Behind me are primary children who have free education thanks to the Ruben Centre. This is Shujaa. I'm your host, Linda Kruger, and today we are at the Ruben Centre in Mukuru Community, and we'll be getting to look at the many projects that are hosted here and what impact they're having in the community. Keep it WTV Kenya. Mukuru Community is an informal settlement, a slum, in the heart of Nairobi's industrial area, an area thriving from many industries located therein. Majority of its inhabitants work in the industries. As is common with slum dwellings, many human interest issues are present and many injustices soon follow. This is why centers such as Ruben Centre matter to the community. They make life a little bit better for the residents by providing essential services. Hello viewers, and welcome to another episode of Shujaa right here on WTV Kenya, where we celebrate our community heroes and individual people who are doing above and beyond to make our society better. We are at the Ruben Centre in Mukuru Community, and I'm just talking to the centre's director, Brother Frank O'Shea. Welcome to Shujaa.
Thank you very much.
I think we can start off by having a better understanding of when the centre started, what projects you have running, and how everything has been thus far.
So Ruben Centre began as an informal education project in 1986, so well before my time, and it sort of evolved over time with different owners, different managers. And then in 1999, the Christian Brothers, which I'm a member of, were asked to administer and the programs. And so the Christian Brothers have administered Ruben Centre since 1999, and a number of brothers have been involved in leadership, and I came along in 2010. And since that time, there's been a lot of development that has gone on, and the centre has become a bigger and brighter and more vital centre for the Mukuru Community.
That is wonderful, brother. And when it first started, what was its main, purpose or objective?
Education. It started off as a nursery school, connected to a Catholic church here. Then the Sisters of Mercy through Sister Mary and the Mukuru Promotions Centre developed it more. So education, but you can't deal with education alone.
Oh yeah.
They've quickly found that children are hungry, children are sick, children have social problems, no homes, and so very quickly, well not so quickly, but it depends on the resources, but the education developed into health services, it developed into social services, economic empowerment services. So, to the point where I would claim now we have a one-stop shop here.
Oh yeah, you have everything the community needs.
One-stop shop. It's the holistic approach to human needs based around community development.
Amazing. And why this location? Why Mukuru Community?
I don't know. we were asked to come and administer it. It was on empty land at the time, Crown land, which later on became grabbed. But when I came in 2011 and began this project, the first thing I knew I had to do was get security over the land. And I went to a great woman to get that, Martha Karua.
Wonderful.
And through Parliament and through a lot of hard work, any claims on the land were revoked, and therefore we became secure on this land. And that security then opened up the way for donors to get behind us. And that's why earlier I said since 2011 a whole lot of developments had happened. And that's because we had security then on the land.
Amazing.
And donors saw what the potential is to do things, and they got right behind us. They love people on the ground, in among it. And there they are. And that's why it's called Ruben Centre.
Yeah.
We centre people here who have needs, health, education, economic difficulties, security issues. We help them all here. We centre them here. Then we also centre donors and other partners who would like an improved and empowered Mukuru community, but are using us because we're on the ground.
And what would you say has been, from your time here and through observation, has been the greatest need for this community in terms of the services that you've managed to provide yourselves and even through, different partners that you've centered here?
Well, you've got to live to benefit from anything. And so health you have to be pretty primary in terms of a basic, essential human need. And so access to health care is a right and a need. And so our health program has certainly been at the foundation of and key to our work. But very closely allied to it is education. We have 2,500 children here now getting free education, ECD up to grade 8. It's a public school now, but it's sponsored by us and we manage it. But and through education you can actually have a population here, and then with that happening together with health, you have a healthier and a healthier people, especially the young people. And the slums are full of young people. You don't have old people here. It's too hard to live here. So health and education are our big, what we call signature programs.
Oh yeah, and truly impacting the community. And thus far, what has been the feedback from the community members?
Well, it's hard to know that. One little litmus test I have for that is that we live here very secure.
Okay.
We built a police post in 2003, and so that helps the security. But at the same time, there's a very strong sense in the community that you don't rob from Ruben Centre, or you don't interfere with anything that we are doing here, because Ruben Centre is for the community. And so, that's to me an essential community support for us. That we know we're safe here, we're appreciated, and that's witnessed by the feeling of safety that I have here.
That's great.
So they're all behind us here.
Great, they've managed to embrace you all. And I want to talk about and hear your comments about the youth. Recently we've been having a lot of discussion around the youth of mostly Nairobi. What has been your experience here at the centre, and also being placed at Mukuru Ruben?
Youth, yes, 46% of Kenyan population is under 18. A recent statistic I was given. So there's plenty of youth.
Oh yeah.
And I just find a sadness about youth because of the lack of opportunity. Not because of the youth, but because of the lack of opportunity that is there for them. We're offering free education up to grade 8. But then what? And so at 14 years of age, or perhaps 15, where do they go? What is their further education opportunities? What is there in terms later on for employment? It is very, very difficult. And so when you ask that in a simple nutshell, I would say I admire the youth and I admire our kids here. They just believe they will be different and that they will achieve and succeed. And they inspire me to give them a leg up and a helping hand here. So, for example, this year I have 117 former students in boarding schools around the country in a partnership with their parents. The parents have to find the school because we don't want to take them away. They find the school, but we offer 40,000 shillings as a start-up to get the child into school. And that's often enough for a parent to say, secondary education, I could do that if a 40,000 a year start. And so we're trying to get them out there and further education, but then they come back to us after finishing that, and then they're looking for university, and then there's no fees. So the youth, it's an enormous problem facing the country, and it's facing all African countries.
And what are the plans that you may have as director of running the center to maybe have more projects that can help impact and help out the youth in, you know, finding maybe even skill-related jobs that can help them move away from a life in crime or many other negative things?
Well, I have big plans. It's interesting that you asked that.
Oh yeah.
Because on this site here, in 5 years, we have 3.5 acres only, but inside 5 years we've built this state-of-the-art public primary school. We've got vocation training, baby care centre, 2 health clinics now. So there's many things, but just about every inch of it is taken up. But just behind me, there's 5 acres of land, fenced, and I have coveted that piece of land since 5 years ago.
Wow.
And the Nairobi County Government have written and stated in writing that that land is to come to Ruben Centre.
Amazing.
And once we get hold of that land, and at the moment it's with the Commissioner of Lands, Mr. Swazuri, but once we get hold of that land, it's going to open up a whole lot of new things, especially for youth. And we're looking at engaging the community around us, because this is the industrial area, Enterprise Road, multinationals are around us.
Oh yeah.
We have chloride oxide just up the road, Kenchik just up the road,
Yeah.
Nakamat are in the area, the headquarters. This is the industrial area, so we want to go to industry and say, what is the needs that you have for a workforce? What is the skill base?
Yeah.
What that? Can you work with us and help us shape a centre for training? Already we have a good small start to that. We have students learning computer and sewing. Now they're doing knitting, they're doing beadwork. We have expanding a few other things, but if we got more land and engage the business community, I'm sure we can really open up something for the youth.
Amazing, amazing. Great plans you have there. And as we wind up our discussion here now, what drives you, what keeps you going, you know, in your work here at the center and helping out people?
The feedback that is there in the hearts and the minds and in the reactions of people. The thing about here, a little bit goes a long way. So I can come out of my office with an empty water bottle and I don't even have to look where am I going to throw it.
Yeah.
Kids rush for it and take it. Now they've got a water bottle. So the littlest thing makes a huge difference here. And that, in terms of a uniform for school, or getting into school, or a sick person, or we have a car now that we operate as an ambulance from the clinic, taking someone to hospital. So the very smallest thing that in a place like Australia, where I come from, which would be insignificant, but here it's a major event. And so I claim to play God here. I create something out of nothing.
Oh yeah.
So that keeps me going.
Wonderful, you know, an act of random kindness every now and then. Thank you, Brother Frank, and I think now it's about time for the tour.
Yes.
And you will take us there. Thanks once again.
The clinic has a bit of history because it started by a different organization called the African Education Fund, which was a Japanese outfit in the year 1998. But in the year 2001, the Christian Brothers came and took over the facility after the other program ended. And we've been evolving through and through. Initially, we just used to have like one set of the clinic. Right now we have two, what we call Clinic A and Clinic B. and we offer a variety of services. We are basically an outpatient facility serving the Mukuru population. Our population, our target population is about 40,000, residing in this area. But we get so many people as far as even Dandora, Kayole. I have somebody who comes from Kiserian, Kiambu, all the way to this place. And most of those are maybe referrals also from the people who used to live here, maybe relocated, and they're coming back. Basically, being a slum setup, we're dealing with a lot of gastrointestinal issues, things like typhoid, amaiba, all those kind of things. Respiratory conditions also, upper respiratory infections for the children. We do also a lot of TB, tuberculosis in the adults. HIV also being a co-infection with TB, that's quite prevalent. But over and above that, just as a wellness checkup, also we do the child welfare clinic, averaging to about 900 to 1,000 children per month. You realize we are like the only facility around this Mukuru population. The next facility would be the Mukuru Health Centre, which is a government facility, and either at times they don't have reagents. You know what the government is like, but it's quite impactful. Our model of operation is what we can't handle, we facilitate to refer either to the district hospital or the national hospital, that is being Bagadi, Kiambu, or Mama Lucy. This area, it's quite a challenging area, and it needs a calling in itself for you to serve in this population. At times it can flood, and you can have all the reasons of not coming, if not you loving your work. So it's more of a calling other than other things not standing. This is Clinic A, what I was telling you, Clinic A. And we offer outpatient consultation, we offer dental services, and what we call the nursing station for the nursing procedures, and the injections, the dressings, all those kind of things. The antenatal clinic, also we do it here. We have a dispensing pharmacy here. Then we also have the laboratory services. We have today it's like we have the antenatal clinic. On Wednesdays and Friday we have the antenatal clinic. So this is for over 5 years, and this is for under 5 years. Then the consultation, the outpatient consultation is done here. Currently we have one clinician. Then we have 2 other clinicians who are seconded by a different program, just to take care of the HIV exposed clients, HIV patients actually. Good. Then the dental services, like you said, that is the treatment room, where it's basically like a nursing station. You do the dressing, a few emergencies, somebody being rushed in will be handled in that room. If the situation cannot be handled here, we have to organize for a referral to the nearest facility, government facility, that is being Bagadi, Kenyatta, or Mama Lucy Hospital. On the extreme end, we have the laboratory. Then we have the room that I was telling you about, the antenatal clinic.
Here I'm a nutritionist by profession, and I'm also one of the clinic coordinators. Most of the Clinic B activities involve growth monitoring, immunization, occupation therapy. We also do a lot of rehydration, nutrition education, counseling, and growth monitoring. Malnutrition is a big problem. One reason, because of the surrounding, the hygiene is low. Another reason, it's because the people who live in Mukuru slums, most of them, they are low-income generators, and at times they are not able to afford the balanced diet for their kids. This is Clinic B. Most of the activities here, they run from Monday to Thursday. That is a child welfare clinic. When the clients come in, they normally get registered from our reception registry. And then when they come here, we do education before offering nutrition and immunization services. When they come in, they start with growth monitoring. This is nutrition office. We normally start by checking their height, just to make sure that they are developing as expected, and just to check whether we have any who could be stunted, who could be having a stunting weight. From there, we check their weight using the machine over there, and we also check something else we call MWAC. MWAC is a short name for mid-upper arm circumference. Why we do this is the easiest way, just to identify the child has malnutrition. And depending on these colors, then we can categorize where they are lying. For the red color, definitely this is a child with severe acute malnutrition. For the yellow color, this is a child that has moderate malnutrition. And for the green color, this is a child that is faring well. So we congratulate the mother, and maybe we fill in the gaps where we find like the mother is not doing what is expected. This is the immunization room. When our clients come in, we normally check from their immunization card just to see what they are coming for that particular day, and also checking just to clarify their age, so that we immunize the right immunization drug. So after immunization, we normally document again on the same book, because this is a book that is expected to go to any government facility. Yeah, just to make sure that whoever will just check in will be able to tell how far and how many immunization this kid has received. This is our occupation clinic. Most of the clients here have issues to do with disabilities, maybe because of the rickets, maybe because of disability that happens during birth. Yeah, so we have our occupation therapy who normally see them, just to give them back to help them attain the milestone that they have missed.
Leatoto organization is a community-based clinic based in Nairobi. Yeah, it's for HIV positive children. So our clientele are HIV positive children, basically, that come from the Nairobi resource limited settings. There was need for growth. Initially it was in Dandora only, and there was need to cover the clients, the children that come from Mukuru settings. So we came into Ruben Centre in 2006. The feedback so far is okay, everything is okay, because when we set in, the HIV positive children are able to go to school. Yeah, they're able to grow well just like the other kids. And so far we bonded with the community, and we're having a positive feedback and also reduction of stigma in the community. We get to reach more people through the community health workers, which we have from our clinics, and also from Ruben Centre Clinic, and also from the government facilities. They help us to trace the clients down into their houses. We have community mobilizations that we do, whereby we go door to door in their houses, and we're able to do testing and enroll the HIV positive children.
She is very, very proficient.
My name is Erindo Wanjohi.
What do you do here?
I train these guys here how to do weaving. Yeah, to empower them. Weaving, it's I saw it one day, I loved it. Then I seen something in it that I can help in my life. I'm about a year in Mukuru Community, and then because I was doing this job in Ongatarungai, and when they called me to do it in Mukuru, I seen it's going to come and train them so they can empower themselves. They can be able to stay alive, and they can be doing their own job and doing their own stuff. Yeah. I'm training them so that they can be able to start their own business, because they can be able to get a machine like this one. They can go manage their own business. They can be able to handle themselves in their life, not to rely on any other people. Yeah.
The vocation started some years back in 1993, and it has expanded in a great way. And at the moment, we are having 33 students who we are training for tailoring and dressmaking. Also, we take some students for short courses, and for the year 2016, we have managed to train 28 of them. Those who come for short courses, maybe 1 month, and they run embroidery, they run tailoring, short courses in tailoring, bead making. We have managed to train 28 students. We also have this program that is transition to workplace. When the students finish the 1-year course, we retain them back here and we give them workstations, whereby we provide them with the workspace and also some interest-free loans, whereby they can be able to do their own products, and we help them also in selling their products. Myself, I feel good because I see we really help women, especially young mothers. We empower them. They are able to learn bead making, they are able to learn knitting, and by the end of it all, they are able to meet the daily needs of their households, and they are able to provide for their children. That is what makes me so happy when I see that we are able to empower women, we are able to empower young youths, and they are able to get something that they can be able to survive in the tough economy of the country.
In life, some of us are given the duty and responsibility to help others realize that all is not lost because of circumstance. The Ruben Centre offers this hope, and for that, they are heroes in their own right. I'm Linda Kruger, and this is Shujaa.